Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to the farm. We're getting a full-blown winter workout here this evening. I say this evening. It's good evening. No, good night. It's late. It's 9:45 at night. Yesterday got up 5 a.m. Drove to Edson. Worked full day there. Full day today. Drove home. Picked up Finn from my nephew who's babysitting her. Carmen and Charlotte, they're in town right now. They went off to see a Tennille Townes concert. It's gonna be a late night for them too. Anyways, while I was away, I drove to Edson in a blizzard, drove home in a blizzard. The blizzard continues. I wasn't quite sure if I was to believe what Carmen was telling me or not, but she said, there's like a foot of snow here. Yeah, like it can't be like, whatever, I'm telling you it's 6 inches, but it's really only 3. You know, of course she's way off in her measurement. No, there's definitely 12 inches of snow. So we're going to fire up Aunt Jemima here. Never plowed snow with this tractor before. We're going to give her a crack. We're going to do something. Otherwise, we're going to be buried here by morning. It's a little bit out of hand. We probably got more snow in the last 24 hours than we had all last winter. And maybe even the winter before. Not combined, but like just per year. We're going to get this puppy out. Get the lights fired up. The neighbors out plowing their yard out already. So it's not like we're going to keep anybody awake. I think that's just the time of day people are going to plow snow today. It's 10 o'clock at night. It is what it is. I did make a friend here already this evening. So yesterday though, I said, how long are they going to be pumping water for down there? And I said, well, what do you mean? So the neighbor's selling water out of their dugout for a frack. It's way down to the south. I'm not sure why anybody would be motivated to sell water after 3-4 years of drought, but I mean, everybody's got their reasons. I don't hold nothing against anybody necessarily. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't be selling water. You know, if you're in the livestock business and it's, you know, limited what you really got. It's like your second most valuable resource. Guys that sell topsoil, guys that sell water. Again, nothing against you. I'm not sure how you justify that. But anyway, so he's selling some water off one of his dugouts. It always seems to be full of water. Maybe that's why, because it's just so close to the lake, it always refills. But nevertheless, they got a light tower set up there. That light tower, of course, pointing straight north. So it's hitting his house, it's hitting our house, it's hitting the other neighbors to the west. Like turn all the lights off in the house. You might as well not turn the lights off in the house. It's like bright in there. Anyways, he gave me his number. I texted him. Like the guy that's running the water pump down there. I said, hey, could you flip that thing around? Like it's pretty bright in my living room. Not keen on that. So he's like, oh yeah, no, sure, absolutely. We're not gonna have enough water. Do you think you'd be interested in selling some water? And it's like, no. The only water we have on this place right now is what's coming out of the sky. So no, we're not selling any water. So I don't got tire chains on the tractor yet. And I don't have a snow bucket. The bucket I bought with that. Funny story, if you're not me. When we went to the auction, the bucket and the bale forks and everything for that tractor are parked right beside it. I didn't win the bid on the bale forks, but I win the bid on the bucket, which to me at the time seemed like a real win. Until I got it home, and then I measured it, and I realized that bucket doesn't fit on this tractor, or on that loader. So not a win at all. Would be real nice to have a nice big wide snow bucket. But anyways, we got the narrow little grapple, which is not as wide as the tractor, but nevertheless, we're gonna move some snow. Okay, so to get some snow plowing done over in here, I say snow plowing, really what I did is I just did a bunch of backblading. That's the kind of snow plow job a guy does at 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. And I just ran some meat scraps over to the dog by the barn, and like it's cold. Like it's cold enough that the guy's eyeballs hurt. I don't know, like if we don't touch -20 tonight, I'd say for sure we're gonna tickle it. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but it's time, I think, to dig out the new chicken water heater. The wife did say that it was froze today, so we must have been getting real doggone close. So tonight's the night. Maybe tomorrow we'll have some roast chicken, but here's my Amazon purchase here. We're gonna go put that in on top of that aluminum rim, put the water bucket on top of it, and I'll check back in tomorrow and see if everything's toasty warm, boiling hot, or just, you know, exactly kind of where we want it. Not too hot, not too cold, like kind of like Goldilocks water is what we're looking for. So I'm in the chicken house now. This is the water jug. As you can hear, it's frozen. They drank everything out of the little trough. I did put this underneath already. So, but it's about half full. I'm gonna go top it up. And I'm not gonna try to defrost it. I'm just gonna top it up. I'm gonna put it in here. This is already plugged in. And my concern is that, you know, the chickens will move it. They'll wrestle dazzle around in here and then kick it off and spill a bunch of water. I don't know if they'll do that or if they won't do that. I just have that gut feeling that they might do that. I'm gonna get chicken fly down on my face here in a second. One of our viewers did actually recommend that we get a cozy, like you would for a teapot, essentially, like a little tea cozy for the chicken water, help keep it insulated. I think that's a fantastic idea. I just don't have anything in my pocket necessarily that can fit over that. I might have to take a trip to the thrift store and buy a little coat or something, cut the sleeves off of it, sew it up, have the little hood come up over top. That might work. All right, well, I'm back in the house here now. We're having a bit of first world problems. So Carmen's in town at that concert, like I mentioned. She's got her Yukon with her, and a Yukon. We got like an app on the phone that you can command start the vehicle with your phone. So she said, well, can you, like when we're 10 minutes away from being done the concert, can you just start the SUV from your phone? Because we'll be, you know, from inside the building, they won't be able to do it with the key fob, right? I was like, absolutely, that makes total sense. Try to start it from my phone. I'm getting this error message back saying that the key fob is still in the vehicle. So I messaged her and said, hey, like, did you take your spare keys to town? Maybe it's sitting in your center console, something. Anyways, long story short, it's not working. And she's like, no, like I physically have both sets of keys in my purse, on my person. There's no keys in the vehicle, but it's not working. Just another thing to add to the list with that wagon. Anyways, hopefully they'll be home soon, home safe. We can get everybody tucked up and in bed and refreshed for another day tomorrow. So while I'm waiting for them to get home, I'm going to fix up a cup of tea. Maybe have a sneaky little bit of cheesecake. There was some cheesecake at work today, so I was in some fine company, let's just say that. Anyways, on that note, I'll let you go for now. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.